Dealing with dead bodies is confronting. It's not a nice, glamorous part of the job.
No one likes it.
You don't want to have a drowning in your head, for the rest of your life.
Oh, they're winching.
It was just a white head bobbing up and down.
A young surfer suffers severe stomach pain.
Who's witnessed this? I'm his dad. Okay. What happened? He just...
11-year-old Calvin came to the beach with his parents.
Tell us what's happening, buddy. What's happening?
I was surfing and then I
just try and relax. Yeah? Just out of the blue?
He was just surfing and he came out of the sea and he started complaining about stomach cramps. So I let him sit here for a while and I thought it would sort of pass, and it didn't. It just got progressively worse.
Terry needs help diagnosing the problem.
Yeah, where's the pain?
Bobby Yaldwin, Yak, is part-time lifeguard and full-time paramedic.
Bob here's a paramedic. He's also a paramedic. This young kid has been complaining of just out of the blue abdominal pain.
Okay. Whereabouts is it? So around there. Have you been hit by a board or anything you haven't? No? Worse when I push? Right. And has everything been normal lately? All been good? Just came out of the blue, did it? All right. Now tell me, is it definitely in the middle here? It's not on the right-hand side here?
a little bit here, but mostly in this.
A little bit here. And obviously, I can't see you haven't had your appendix out before.
No, you haven't.
We all get an ambo down, yep?
We're going to go with an ambulance.
Ambulance, please.
It's a little bit to the right-hand side, which may be his appendix, I'm not sure, but he's saying it's more central and just a little bit to the right. It's okay, Sam. We're gonna take the pain away, all right? All right, mate. This will help, all right? You've got to breathe through it, bud. You've just got to breathe through it and try and relax.
Lifeguards administer methoxyfluorine,
All right, leave it in there.
better known as the green whistle.
Just try nice and slowly, all right? Nice breaths, just as you're breathing normally.
The powerful painkiller should take effect in seconds.
All right, mate. It'll work. This will work, all right? Your body's got receptors and the pain signal has a pathway it goes through and it's just blocking those pain. Yeah.
But Calvin is only getting worse.
I know, mate, I know. Unfortunately, we just got to wait for the ambo, mate. Keep trying to breathe through that methoxy, okay? It'll be here shortly.
Normally what we would do with this type of condition is go and get further tests done. Okay? So, are you organised with all your stuff?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, up.
If Calvin is suffering a ruptured appendix, he requires urgent treatment.
Up. All right. Yeah, that's good. Talk to Brendan.
In the middle and on the side.
Hopefully it's something different.
Paramedics must manage Calvin's pain before they move him. He needs more than the green whistle.
You ever had morphine before?
About that.
No, we know he's never had morphine before. No.
Calvin's now endured 20 minutes of excruciating pain.
Doesn't have any history of any other medical conditions.
Once he's had this morphine, he'll definitely go to City Children's. We're just trying to make it as comfortable for him as we can before we move him.
By now, the strong opiate should be working.
Okay, so if it was 10 before, what's the number now? Righto, that's a 10.
The green whistle provided no relief from Calvin's abdominal pain,
It's getting worse.
nor has an injection of morphine.
All right, listen, don't worry. It should be working. Okay.
Paramedics have nothing stronger to treat him with.
Just relax, mate, all right? Now we're going to lift you on this board, okay? It's only for about 3 or 4 metres, all right? We'll get you in the truck. Okay, is everyone right?
Yep, I'm good.
My son's a very similar age to that young boy, and I hate seeing kids in pain. It's one of the things that really gets to me. They got him on the morphine, so hopefully everything's going to be okay.
A trip to emergency will hopefully reveal the cause of Calvin's pain.
And when we pulled up, I just seen their facial expressions were just like they'd been defeated.
Looks like we've got a deceased one.
I knew that this person wasn't going to be alive.
Pretty likely if you're lifeguard for some period of time that you will encounter a dead body.
Body retrievals are never easy, you know, and every lifeguard deals with them differently. It's a pretty emotional sort of thing, but you got to try and block them out so you can think straight and carry out the job as smoothly as you can.
Dealing with dead bodies is confronting. It's not a nice, glamorous part of the job.
No one likes it. Sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah, Bondi's Bronte.
We're in the tower and we get a call from Bronte over the radio.
Go ahead, Bronte, this is Bondi. Could you get the jet ski over here? We got someone right at the back of the pool and we're not sure what's going on, but there's someone trying to drag someone on a board. Jesse's heading out on a rescue board, but just grab the jet ski just in case.
We're prepping the jet ski to take over to Bronte, but there's not a lot of information at this stage.
Can I come with you? I'm really stinging to go with him because as a trainee, you want to get everything done. You want to tick all the boxes.
We only just noticed the guy run out there and he's waving. There's someone on the board trying to get him on a board, so it's pretty, could be a resus, we're not sure yet.
Johnny said it could be a resus, matey.
Johnny, did you see that signal that Jesse just gave you then? He's given a resus signal, mate. We got them. I'm down on the water's edge with a defib and Oxy on a board.
We're closely monitoring the radio and Jesse's just given the 3 pulls of the chain.
Get help, get back up, ring the ambulance, get everyone down here because we're in a very bad situation.
So as soon as we hear that, we've got to act accordingly, and that's when we made the decision to step Taco aside and take a more experienced lifeguard in Kobe.
Taco, you can't come. At that point, I was a bit, not too happy that I got brushed off a bit, but I guess as it's doing it for the good of me.
The last reports are that we've got an unconscious patient in the water, so the quicker we get there, the better off we are. It's 2 k's to Bronte, and we're going to have to fly to get there.
The boys are, mate, they're halfway to Mackenzie's Point on the jetty.
So we've just come around the point at Tamarama. We've gone flat stick, got Kobe on the back, we're bouncing over chops. We still don't know at this stage if the patient's dead or alive. As we approached Bronte, I could see the boys waving and we gradually eased off on the throttle. And when we pulled up, I just seen the look on their face and I could just tell that something wasn't right. Their facial expressions were just like they'd been defeated. I knew that this person wasn't going to be alive.
Yeah, jet's going to follow central. Looks like we've got a deceased one, but we're going to bring him in.
That's sad.
When their call came in describing the state of the body, I was just like, oh gosh, thank God I didn't go.
All his face is bleeding really bad too.
Body retrievals are never easy, you know, and
It's not a rush.
I tried to settle all the boys. I said, okay, you know, we had to make a call. We weren't going to work on this patient because he was obviously been in the water for a long time.
What about his other hand? Pass the other hand. No, his other hand.
You all right, Johnny?
Pretty much.
Fortunately enough, Robbo, the oldest lifeguard amongst us, made the decision to grab the body and bring it up onto the mat, and Kobe gave him a hand, and it wasn't a pleasant sight.
Jet ski to Bronte. Guys, can you organise a towel or something? We're going to have to cover the patient up. We bring him in.
He's naked as well, but he's got rigor set neck. He's pretty stiff, so he might have been there for a while.
The first person to come across the body was a young clubby from Bronte, Diego.
I saw the body floating. He's in the water. I started waiting for you guys here, but I couldn't see anyone, so I decided to put him on my board. I was just thinking about his family, his mom, his dad. Yes, it's pretty bad.
We've got a missing person who's gone missing for over half an hour. The last time he was seen was in front of a dangerous current sign. It's starting to get really stressful because you don't want to have a drowning in your head, you know, for the rest of your life.
Bondi Central, Lifeguards at Bondi. Just to let you know, I've got a guy come up to me. His friend's been missing for a little while. Last seen in the water at the south end.
Where did you see him last? In the water?
Yeah, he's in the water, yes. 15 minutes ago, yeah.
What was he wearing?
Just only pant.
Just undies? T-shirt?
No.
In the case of a missing person, if they're last seen sunbaking up by third ramp or last seen in the water, big difference.
And all your clothes and stuff, your towel?
Yes, in here.
Have you been there?
Yeah, yes, my wife is still there.
Where they're from, if they're local, if they're not local, if they're from overseas or wherever, that makes a difference. So at this stage, we're getting a little bit more concerned. I went with his brother-in-law to try and find this guy, and we actually found his clothes at the bottom of a dangerous current sign. He hasn't read the sign, and he's gone straight in. Can he swim?
He's a little bit swim, not too much.
I don't think he can swim.
We're looking for one person amongst 30,000, a needle in a haystack kind of stuff.
We're backpackers and we're with an Indian family. And their friend went swimming pretty much right in front of these dangerous current signs.
It's always in the back of your mind that you've missed someone here, you know, and potentially they could drown.
As I said, there's been a missing person, just all lifeguards on the beach. Yeah, just his nationality and where he swam just worrying me a little bit. I didn't see anything, Gates didn't see anything. He might be disorientated and he might be on the beach somewhere, but family's a little bit worried.
We've got a missing person who's gone missing for over half an hour. The last time he was seen was in front of a dangerous current sign. It's starting to get really stressful because you don't want to have a drowning in your head, you know, for the rest of your life.
I didn't see anything, Gates didn't see anything, but his stuff's right in front of this dangerous current sign.
We've got to start thinking of stepping up the search and getting helicopters into stuff like that. And as usual with these kind of scenarios, like...
Okay, we have got it. Thank you very much.
The man turns up like a genie in his undies.
He has down here. He has moved around here.
Moved around here, you know.
This is the problem. No, I have seen here. No, I am checking all of these things. You know, so that's why this is the problem. Otherwise, it's very big disaster. No, if I lost someone, then it's very disaster for my family. No.
All good, he's found.
We saw the chopper fly overhead and we got, a kilometre or so away and we could see somebody winching down. Oh, they're winching.
Bondi Lifeguards, Aaron speaking.
It was a gloomy day with maybe 5-foot swell, just southerly winds, no one really around. We're about to pack up. I think it was about 6:30 and Azza received a call.
Yep, in the water.
Jet ski.
I think the initial call was that there was a body possibly on the rocks, possibly in the water. We didn't really know at that stage.
Police have informed lifeguards that the person has fallen from a cliff, but is still showing signs of life floating in the water.
Whenever someone's, still hanging on by a thread, we want to try and get there as quick as we can. In these moments, it's a quick but a very important decision as to who goes.
Luke and Corey decide to leave 19-year-old Jethro behind.
Jethro is still a trainee, so, it's probably best not to send him into a scenario like that at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking about if I was on the back of that ski going over there now, how I would deal with that situation.
They've got a visual on them. Chopper's on the way.
All good.
Police have called lifeguards to attend a person in the water at the bottom of cliffs.
Somewhere inside me I wanted to go just to be like hands-on, part of the team, but I haven't seen a dead body, which I'm happy about. So definitely having Corey and Luke, who are much more experienced than I am, going over there, it's better.
The area we were headed to is 5 kilometres to the north of Bondi. It is very spooky. It's just these cliffs that have to be 30 metres. The water's dark. You know, there's a lot of sharks around there. So yeah, all sorts of things kind of go through your head as you're going around there.
After 20 minutes battling the tough conditions, lifeguards close in on the location.
We saw the chopper fly overhead and we got, you know, a kilometre or so away and we could see somebody winching down. Oh, look, they're winching.
Jet ski to Central. Yeah, go ahead. Mate, can you ring 13 surf? Mate, I think they're winching down at this person already.
Mate, just get up there, make sure they don't need any assistance in the water, and if it's all good, then head back.
As we were approaching, we were probably about 200 metres away, and the chopper had flown past us, located the person, and mate, they winched down and straight back up again, probably within about 30 seconds flat.
Yeah, mate, chopper seems to maybe be leaving. Can you just ring 13 surf and confirm with us, please?
Yeah, copy. Stand by, mate.
Oh, they're going to land. They're landing, are they? Yeah.
Yeah, Central to jet ski, boys. They have picked the patient up and they're going up to the park, so head back.
Yeah, mate. Copy.
They took the patient from the water and landed up around Vaucluse on a park up there where they were met with other paramedics. They started resuscitating, found out it's a young girl, a girl, so that's basically how it unfolded.
Paramedics resuscitated the woman and she was taken to hospital. But sadly, she passed away 24 hours later.
I felt like I got hit by a brick wall and I just got so dizzy and the pain was like overwhelming and I thought I was gonna drop unconscious on the sand right there. I had a serious ear infection. I get it quite commonly and it never really affects me too much and that's why I was like, yeah, I'll be sweet to work. But on this day in particular, it got the better of me and it's pretty bad.
Where's Jeffro?
He's on the bed.
Has he? Jeffro? You just having a day off, mate?
They're about to pass out.
Are they?
All I heard was, they're gone. They're going under. And I just flew out of the first aid bed, almost fell over.
With duty calling, Jethro puts aside his severe pain and nausea.
Just a couple of swimmers, they've just fallen off the sandbank here, it's a low tide.
Went as hard as I could, just not even looking where the swimmers were, just completely focusing on the shore break and probably the fastest I've ever moved. Serious rescue, so I was pretty physically exerted and I put all my energy into getting there and getting this girl back to shore. Do you feel like vomiting? You feel fine? Once I hit the shore and I made sure she was all right and she said, yes, thank you, it all just hit me. I felt like I got hit by a brick wall and I just got so dizzy and the pain was like overwhelming and I thought I was gonna drop unconscious on the sand right there.
Following a rescue, Jethro has collapsed on the sand.
You feel sick?
Yeah.
Did you get hit by something or?
No, it's just...
What, you got pain somewhere?
It's just because of my ear and that just...
Oh, right.
Just hit the deck and I was so close to vomiting and I've never even felt like that before. I don't know what happened. I just pushed too hard and it got the better of me.
When I've been telling you to have a day off, I've meant actually have a day off. Like, you've been working too hard. Good rescue, buddy.
A body just washed up on flat rock right in front of my eyes. Ben Buckler's a rock platform that's at the northern end of the beach. It's a popular place for sunbaking and jumping off the rocks.
In Big Swell, Ben Buckler is no place for playing around.
It can lull you into this false sense of security. You get these big sets coming through, and in between, there's not a lot of wave, and all of a sudden, what looks like a freak wave will come, and that's basically what happened on Saturday.
This alert tone went through and we heard North Bondi. So myself and Jake immediately looked over towards the Ben Buckler area and noticed people up on the point pointing out to the ocean.
A call comes through to the tower. Minutes earlier, an eyewitness filmed two people venturing out onto Ben Buckler Headland.
Oh my God! Got a call on the phone saying that there was an unconscious patient in the water off the back of Ben Buckler. So myself and Beardy launched a ski.
Went to the boat ramp and I immediately saw a lady who had cuts all over her legs. And so I just went straight up to them and started asking questions. And that was the lady who had been knocked over and was missing her husband.
We knew we were in for a difficult task. You know, the ocean was aggressive. The rocks make it even more of an unfriendly environment, and we knew that timing was pretty critical. The clock's on for survival.
The lifeguards are desperate for information about the missing man. But his wife is Russian and doesn't speak English.
As it happened, somebody spoke Russian, so I had an interpreter. I basically asked her, can you show me where you went swimming, or can you show me where you were? As we went to start walking to go and pinpoint this area, a body just washed up on flat rock right in front of my eyes. My initial reaction was, oh my God, there's a body right in front of us all. I've got to go and get it, and I'm by myself. The emergency services were up on the hill, and I'm not even sure if they saw it. So I went to go and get it, but the next wave washed the body back into the water.
The risk of brain damage becomes more likely after approximately 5 minutes without oxygen.
It is critical we get in the water and start conducting that search. You know, he's still got a chance, so we're going to sort of do everything in our power to try and bring him back. We sort of restarted our search around that area, and Beardy jumped off with a mask and some fins and sort of was swimming around.
More police and paramedics arrive. This is now the most critical rescue of the season.
It's very confronting to know that you're about to jump in the water and you're looking for a body, and there's a very good chance that you're going to find him. I had to tell the other boats to move away from me, because if I'm diving under and I have a boat buzz over the top of me and hit me, well, I'm just another patient.
Between them, Jake, Beardy and Chapo have over 40 years of lifeguarding experience.
It was just a really dangerous position because it was on flat rock and there's 8-foot sets coming through. So visibility was almost zero.
The water was murky. You see a shape and your heart rate's going through the roof. You're coming up, you're hearing the crowd. It's really amazing how your senses just start tuning into everything. I've got the waves washing in my face and I decided to go down. This is where I'm confronted with the gentleman who's stuck on the rocks. I try and grab him, but I can't seem to free him. I have to yell out to Chapo, you need to give me a hand, I can't grab him. Me and Chapo are able to free the gentleman. And there's a lot of current pulling against us, and there's so many things that are working against you. We're fighting to try and pull basically a dead weight up on the back of a rocking jet ski was really hard. Jake was able to manoeuvre that jet ski perfectly to give us the best opportunity of getting this gentleman up the boat ramp safely, and safely for ourselves.
Jake's driving was sensational. And then another legend from nowhere, just a bystander, came and helped me and Beardy, and me and Beardy had the arms and he had the legs, and like we couldn't have done it without him.
Beardy immediately begins resuscitation. It's now been over 20 minutes since the man was swept into the sea.
We have to start CPR, and we're not going to stop until the paramedics come and tell us not to. You know, once they worked out where we were, they were very quickly to take over and give this guy every opportunity. And they did everything. They tried really hard in a really difficult situation. to basically bring this guy back.
After 10 minutes of CPR, paramedics pronounced the man dead.
This is just a really tragic accident. For me, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to be involved in that situation and actually see the gentleman pass away, really, and in front of his wife. There's nothing more that we could have done. This particular incident, the odds were just against us, the gentleman, but operationally I couldn't be more proud of our team.
Mario spotted it first and it was just a white head bobbing up and down.
Will and Mario get the call that all lifeguards dread.
We're launching the ski for a possible 90 around in front of North Bondi.
Mid-afternoon. Hoppo is in control of the tower when a call comes in from the public.
200 metres east, out to sea.
A body has been reported in the water near cliffs at North Bondi.
Yeah, well, we can send a jet ski around.
Will and Mario respond.
Bondi Central to Kayla, just so you know, we're launching the ski for a possible 90 around in front of North Bondi.
My personal feeling about body retrievals, it's a job that no one wants to do, but it's a job that has to get done. You have to be ready.
Bondi jet ski, come in. So that was the location, about 200 metres off the rock.
So the golf course is up here.
As we were approaching it, I was standing up over the back of Muzza and I just gave him a tap on the shoulder and I said, you know, mate, you good? You ready?
Yeah, are we ready?
Muzza's checking if I'm all right, I'm checking if Muzza's all right. If you can do that, you're a strong team and you can get through it. Mario spotted it first and it was just a white head bobbing up and down. Yeah, you feel a bit numb.
He's here, he's here.
Closing in, Mario and Will identify a shape in the water.
That's not a white, it's white.
Yeah, the moment that we realised it wasn't a dead body and it was a marker buoy, it was instant relief. It was like a bad situation that's just turned into a fairy tale.
Yeah, we found an old buoy.
Hoppo informs the member of the public who first called in the report.
Yeah, there's a marker buoy out there they've found. So we'll just stand down.
Yeah, got the call, sent the jet ski, problem solved, no body, just a marker buoy and everyone's happy.
When we were about 60, 70 metres away, we just saw like this floating up. And because it was all the barnacles on it, was all white, it looked like a head. Yeah. And the way it was floating, our hearts just sunk and we're just both going, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. And we got up to it and then everything just went sort of disappeared. We're like, thank God it's not a body. So it's a good day.